Today, you'll need a towel or a blanket, and we're going to fold it up into this rectangle shape. Ab intervals, 30 seconds on and 30 seconds off for 10 minutes. Arrange your blanket in the middle of your space, coming down to a seat. We're doing a slow roll down, one vertebra at a time. And then with the blanket, it does provide a bit of a challenge because now there's a little bit more height for you to lift up. We're gonna do 4 more of these. So the goal is to try to keep the arms from doing as little as possible. So for an extra challenge, you can place them on top of the shins. As you raise up though, you wanna keep your knees from reaching forward. That's your hip flexors trying to help you get up. It's not easy, that's for sure. Just a couple more. Slowly rolling down. And slowly rolling up. I think I get stuck here, yes. You can always help yourself if you need to. And that's the end of our warm-up. To start, you'll bring your blanket toward the back of the space, stepping on the blanket and then slowly rolling down, planting your hands down to walk yourself out. Watch here for a demo. Option 1 is to extend the legs and draw both knees in, keeping the hips low. Option 2 is going to be extending out and then drawing the knees in, keeping the hips up. Within the 30 seconds, you could do a combo. You could just focus on one. Start when you hear the ding. In each 30-second interval, you go as fast or as slow as you need to go, also taking rests whenever you need to. Resting now for 30 seconds. The next movement we're doing is known as the suitcase, so bringing your knees up into a tabletop position, extending the arms back and in. Optionally, you can also just extend one leg, keeping your hands down by your sides as well, instead of bringing it overhead. Here's a demo of that. Choose your own level, just trying to stay as engaged as you can during the 30 seconds. So it's a quick burn. Keep resting while I demo here. This is going to be the next section, coming down onto the forearms. This is more of like a freestyle forearm blanket movement thing, so you can do a twist like I'm doing here. I think I got confused here and didn't properly demo the other option. I do it in the interval, so I'm sorry about that. We'll have to learn it on the go. I start here with the twist, however, you can just be in the forearm plank. In a moment, I'll be showing you just the forearm plank option, which is where you keep your forearm plank form with your hips a little lower than mine, and you just pull forward and back. And again, empower yourself to take rests when you need one. There's no demo on this round, so I'll just quickly, as we get into it, tuck your toes, and you're going to drag your feet with your hips up in the air. I'm also going backward. If you have enough room to go like pretty far and turn around, that's what I recommend doing. I just don't have a lot of wiggle room here. This one's really tough, and if you don't like your feet being tucked like that, you can certainly keep your toes up. We're almost there. Hang in there. Just a little bit longer. And relax. This next interval, we're going to start back at the beginning. So we'll be doing the plank on the hands with either bending the knees or lifting the hips up. If this is too much, you can also do anything else for 30 seconds that we've done so far that suits your needs at this time. In our plank pose, drawing the knees in and back, or you'll just be lifting your hips with straight legs. Next up, we'll be doing the suitcase pose on our sits bones. Let's get set up here, lifting up the legs in that tabletop. Here's a reminder of some of the modifications you can make: extending the arms up and or keeping the arms by your side, which I think is what I will do for this. We're more than halfway through this interval workout, so do what you need to do to make it to the end. You got this. "30 seconds off." For this one, let's go ahead and start bringing ourselves onto our knees, resting, maybe in a little child's pose. But truly, this is a free form, relax. Just do anything you need to do. The next pose is our forearm variation of planks. So reminder, we'll be either doing the twist or keeping the plank straight and just going forward and back. Here's a good demo of the forward and back in the plank position, really using core muscles to draw the whole body forward and then bring it back. For this next interval, I end up doing what I call a slow roll down or an egg rocker. We have 2 intervals left. We'll be doing the one where we drag our lower body and the plank one to finish us off. So if you feel like doing the suitcase here, you can do that as well. This pose, while it is more of a recovery interval, is still a very active interval and can provide all sorts of benefits to your abdominal strength. Let's transition to on our feet, doing a little bit of movement here halfway if it feels good to you. I end up doing a bit of a cat and cow here, but you can also just hang out in the forward fold until go time. Set it up. Here we go. Dragging the upper body. Here I'm trying to go around a corner. I don't succeed, but feel free to try. It might work better in your space than mine. More than halfway through this interval. Hang in there. Really using the abdominals to keep your hips lifted. And rest. Let's set up for our final interval. Bringing the blanket back. We're coming on to our hands for a plank. Coming up into the plank. Optionally bending the knees in or coming up on the hips. You choose. Just a little while longer. Surprise! We have a bonus interval left. We'll be doing a 30-second hollow body hold before our cool down. A hollow body is just a plank upside down on your seat. And let's go. If you're ready for more of a challenge, you can reach your arms up or over your chest. The lower your legs are, the harder it can be. Lifting your legs up can ease a little bit of the stress on the stability in your abdominals. It's normal to shake, that's effort. You're almost there. And relax. Draw your knees into your chest, rocking side to side. We're going to go into a twist. Extending the knees to one direction, placing the top arm on top of the stacked knees, and settling here. Let's slowly draw our knees to center and over to the other side. Again, placing the hand on top of the stacked knees if that feels good for you, and looking over your opposite shoulder. Draw your knees back to center, give them a squeeze, rock yourself up to a seated position. Thank you so much for joining me.